Trump's arrival here. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Randy Meyer.
And I'm Kelsey Carlson. We have team coverage tonight ahead of Air Force One and Air Force Two landing in Minneapolis.
Fox 9's Christina Palladino and Hannah Flood are live in downtown. Christina, we begin with you tonight. This presidential visit is going to impact a lot of people tomorrow.
Absolutely, and you can see the closures happening right behind me, going on right now in front of the Target Center. This whole area here shut down about an hour ago and will remain so through the night. These folks will be working through the night to prepare for the president's visit. In the meantime, tensions are already high as both sides go at it.
Red, white, and blue. Woo! Yes, we love our president. Woo!
24 hours before President Donald Trump touches down in Minnesota, shouting and protesting has already started on the streets of downtown Minneapolis.
Trump, 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 Trump.
A group of Trump supporters got into it with patrons of the Saloon bar after managers there put up a giant Trump baby balloon.
I love this big baby Trump.
Outside their venue.
So we were just wondering if they were going to be inclusive and allow us Trump people, obviously Trump people, come in there and spend some money with them.
It's freedom of speech. You're allowed to say what you'd like to say. We take the positive, we take the negative, we put it together.
While both sides prepare to descend around the Target Center, voicing their opinions,
That's cute but funny.
the rest of downtown Minneapolis prepares for an influx of tens of thousands of people and possible chaos. Crews will be working overnight to remove tables, chairs, planters off the sidewalks, anything that could potentially do damage to businesses. Most restaurants in the theater district will keep their regular hours and show times, but urge people to be aware of the road closures and parking restrictions. Steve CRAMER, president of the Minneapolis Downtown Council, says his partners have been working closely with law enforcement all week to ensure everything operates smoothly Thursday.
Even though this is different than the big events that we've had, Super Bowl, Final Four, I think the fact that we've had those big events has really exercised some pretty good muscle in terms of multi-jurisdictional cooperation around planning for these sorts of things, and I think we'll see that in evidence over these next 24 hours.
Now, some of the Trump supporters that I spoke with say they will be camping out here all night as well as in the Skyway to make sure they get a spot in line for the rally. Keep in mind that the city-managed parking ramps will be available, and Metro Transit says they will run on their regular service routes, but of course they will go around the detours. We're live in downtown Minneapolis tonight. Christina Palladino, Fox 9.
All right, thanks, Christina. Well, it's an event that is bringing Trump supporters and opposers to the same spot.
And the plans for protests are already underway. That's where we find Hannah Flood. Hannah, both groups, as we're beginning to see, seem prepared.
Yeah, absolutely, Kelsey and Randy. In downtown Minneapolis in about 20 hours is going to be a lot busier than it is right now. Thousands of people are expected to come downtown to protest the president, his policies, and his rhetoric. One of those local groups is the Anti-War Committee. They've teamed up with several other local groups to hold a protest. And according to their event Facebook page, nearly 20,000 people have responding, saying they're interested in joining or will be joining that demonstration tomorrow.
I hope that, Trump and his supporters will see that Minneapolis is a diverse place that's able to come together. People of all nationalities and backgrounds come together and oppose Trump's attacks, oppose the hatred he represents.
Now, as far as Trump supporters, some of them held a protest of their own this morning at Mayor Jacob Frey's office. Supporters were calling out Frey for trying to block the rally from coming to Minneapolis at all by saying the president needed to pay for some of the costs associated with the rally.
I think it sends a message that there are people in Minneapolis that do want to hear a diversity of voices, and the president definitely is that. He's not your average Republican.
We need a bipartisan mayor that represents everybody, not just his way of thinking.
Now, with all of this tension and just the scale of this event, we're told by the Minneapolis Police Department that it will be all hands on deck. And they say their #1 focus is making sure that those attending the rally and those protesting the rally all stay safe. Live in downtown Minneapolis, Hannah Flood, Fox 9.